How's it going, everyone? Been a while since I put up a video related to equipment and landscaping and what my channel started out as. So I figured I'd bring you in on this little project I'm doing. This is a 14-foot trailer that I picked up used for $400 with the title. It's a 2009, I think it was, Downeaster. It's been used, and I'm not going to say abused, but definitely well used. However, it needs a lot of little things, perfect type of things to give you satisfaction with very little money to get it going. This video, I figure, we'll do a little pressure washing, and this trailer had sat for a number of years out in the back of a landscaper's yard that kind of got out of the business. He's kind of got like a whole junkyard thing. I actually bought a truck. I'll stick a picture of it up here, the one that I redid the rockers on, the most recent one, the white one up here. I bought that, and that's when I was there. I noticed this trailer, and I've had it in the back of my mind where I was going to go back and pick it up, and figured maybe in the winter make a winter project out of it, and that's exactly where we're at now. The reason that this is on the ground right now is because I'm replacing this equalizer. The equalizer was worn out, and the bushing in that spring right there was also worn out. So what was happening is this axle was actually back about 1/4 of an inch, and the trailer would drive, like, instead of going straight behind the truck, it actually kind of rode down the road like this, off a little bit. And I'm going to repack all the wheel bearings and check out all the brakes and everything in it. It does have 4-wheel or 2-axle brakes. Took this apart and ordered the pieces I need here. Kind of ordered a whole kit that comes with the new bolts. The only thing it didn't come with is that plastic nylon sleeve. I had to order that separate, but the whole kit on eBay was like, I want to say $80 shipped. Comes with a new equalizer. This is the 11-inch model. The bolt that goes through it that's greasable with the nut, and then the bolt that the springs connect to it. And then I ordered 4 new bushings, so I'm going to replace the bushings on this side. This side was fine. There's actually no excess play. What I've done so far is these light buckets, I'll call them, the light housings, were literally, I don't know if I have a picture that I might be able to zoom in and show you, but this thing was so twisted. Spent about 15 minutes. I was able to twist and navigate and turn it and get it back as good as I could. That cost me nothing but a little bit of time. This one is actually a little rusty on the bottom. You can see that bottom lip's rusted out and got a couple of rust holes. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I might just weld in a little piece on the bottom there, stick the light back in, and call it a day. They're going to get banged up in the future anyways. And this was a big ding right there. You can see where the paint came off here. That was pushed out. And then on this side, I had to rework this whole front side because obviously that's where it would hit something. Pulled it all out. This was all bented up. Smoothed this all down, so that's ready to give it a quick sand and paint. I think what I'm going to do with the rust underneath is I'm just going to fluid film it. I'm going to give it a quick wire brush it and a nice heavy black fluid film under there just to slow the rust down and preserve it the way it is. Now this is a really nice gate. As you can see, it's missing the expanded metal has been ripped off it, so I need to replace that. But I do like this gate for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's a split gate, and I also like that it has these integrated ramps in it, which are going to be heavy enough to do like a lightweight small skid steer. It's only a 7,000-pound trailer. It's just the 5-lug axles. I can carry about 5,500 pounds on it, which a lot of the smaller, small to mid-sized skid steers are. Look at the price on that. $36.99, okay? And this is a 14-foot, same weight rating. It's got 5-lug wheels. After a little bit of paint and pressure washing, you put these things side by side, they're not even going to look that much different. Plus, this doesn't have the enclosed lights. It has these that are just going to break off as soon as you back into anything. It's got a weaker gate, although this is pretty good. It does have a good amount of supports in it, but it's not a split gate. That also has the rounded tube, which I like. I also like this square box tube. Anything but angle for this top rail is nice. $36.99, knock that 3 off, and that's what I'm going to be into that other trailer for. So I think it's a no-brainer to put some time into. This gate, you can see it was broken. I had to re-weld here. This side? No, it was this one right here. It was all bent because it broke off of here. So that broke, this whole side of the gate was kind of just like hanging. So I reconnected it, re-welded it, top and bottom, reconnected this piece here, and was able to get it nice and straight. That's in good shape now. And I did measure it. It's exactly 48 inches from here to here, 4-foot gate. So I can get 1 sheet of expanded metal because they come in 4x8 sheets, just like plywood, and we can weld that on. The only other thing that I need to do through this side, you can see the welds broke here, welds broke here. This panel is loose, needs some welding. Just try to get it all straight. I do have to figure out the gate latch mechanism on this side. I got to re-weld that. So, but that's it. I'll have to put the expanded metal, the gate latch setup, throw the tire on. Going to do a quick paint job after I pressure wash and give it a quick, wire wheel to make it look decent and stop the rust. Undercoating, and that'll be it. It'll be probably a good trailer for some years to come. Of course, repack the wheel bearings as well while we're in there. Had to stop and refuel the pressure washer. I figure I'll give you a little bit more of a close-up here of the before and after. Pretty good. I would say it's coming out about as good as I hoped. A little better than I expected, honestly. So I'll probably spray it down with some purple power and let it soak for a couple of minutes, and then do a kind of a quickie wash off and see if that makes any difference. Just because at this point it's kind of a challenge to see how clean we can get it. Looking pretty good. Apparently this is pressure treated lumber, because I don't think if it was regular lumber it would have held up that well. I mean, we're talking 15-year-old wood here, so doesn't look near as good, I think, at this angle. That's why I wanted to bring you up here. Not bad. Just gonna come out all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and put up some purple power, probably mix it maybe like 50-1. So it's a nice strong ratio, but not full power. And I'm gonna put it in my backpack sprayer and go ahead and give that a whirl. By the way, if any of you are wondering what I'm using for a pressure washer, it's a Homelight 27 PSI, 2.3 gallons per minute, powered by Honda. So, all right, let's give this a whirl and see what that looks like. I'm not sure if it was more that I went over it again with the pressure washer, but I was able to get a lot of the darker spots out. I mean, if this was a nicer trailer, I'd even get it a little better, but that's pretty good. That's a lot better than it was. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this pressure washing the frame real quick before it gets dark and get this inside so it dries up and go on to the next stage.